Sincere hearts always connect. Good. May Noel's warm wind follow the hawk while avoiding the mutant swamp scent.
I can't believe it. This guy? You know what he just told me to do? Get lost!
They can't see very well below their knees.
I've never had anyone talk to me like that.
Move
Did I
while
deserve
crouched,
that?
and you
No,
might
I
as well
did
be a
not.
phantom.
Oh, jeez.
But your friend here, I don't think he's cut out for such maneuvers. His legs seem terribly weak. I'll give him 10 steps at most before he's just extra baggage. And that's me being generous.
Hey, pal. Does this thing on my back look like a shell to you, huh? I'll tell you about these legs. You have no idea what kind of raw power I got in them.
It appears this burden falls on us, and us
back
alone.
in the day, in Eilton, you know what they used to call
First,
me? Lightning
I will
Lando.
erase
How
my
fast I could run
presence,
a Trigan? 3
borrowing
minutes
what
flat.
I need from
That was on a
Belmorn's
bad day.
powers. So if anything goes wrong, it's all on you. If you cause me any trouble, I will cut you down myself. It appears this burden falls on us, and us alone.
If you fear you may be
Move
caught,
while
try
crouched,
to lie
and
low.
you might
Lying
as well be a
prone will
phantom.
enable you to move easily and avoid
Stay low.
detection.
If you call...
Do not let them sniff you out. If you fear you may be caught, try to lie low. Lying prone will enable you to move easily and avoid
Stay low.
detection. And do not let them sniff you out.
Perhaps that fox would have been better. Perhaps that fox would have been better. If you do this again, I'll make sure you don't take another step. I didn't expect much to begin with.
If you fear you may be caught, try to lie low. Lying prone will enable you to move easily and avoid detection. And do not let them sniff you out.
Would have been better. You do this again. Make sure. You've no idea how many times I wanted to leave you for dead. You were lucky. Let's get moving.
Wow, that was some.
Is there no way to keep this one's jaw?
I'm so glad.
Toma just wanted to maintain the respect of our...
Say your farewells to your respective companions.
Don't worry.
Don't go to Calphion. 'Tis a silly place. Procedure upon you. I will pluck.
Oh, okay, fine. These.
Great. Another.
Huh?
This is the water. I will go with.
Huh?
Looks like you don't have much.
It's just as well. Seriously, those...
What does it matter? Leomar said to allow path.
Ah, yeah. He did.
Am I seeing things? I am the living. We didn't always have. Alas.
What happened here last night? The surrender, Leom.
Of course. Clearing those rock after multiple. Oh, but it seems Awina's killed. Oh, a tale told as someone that can pass.
Why is my mercenary out here? Unlike your brooding buddy. Put down the pickaxe. Unlike your brooding.
Yes, this is a.
Might be better to head to Balik's camp. I heard there are people from Calphion and Valencia there.
I cannot fathom why you would be.
Oh gosh.
Leomar.
Oh? You're in.
It is clear this Leomar is obsessed.
Who goes there?
I guess we're out of options.
Hey! Why are you carrying me off?
Wow. Leomar's... instead not having discovered signs...
Of course, of course.
Calphion and Valencia there.
my chief, we the great, although these wait the heat of my chief, the cold will to speak, that will, and fair, remember our queer, if thou the source, I know, please.
Our family will... The huge bold, did I gain anything from... However, I truly...
What?
Ah!
Leomars.
Might be better to head to Balance.
The piles of rock are actually a type of... Seems they died at a...
What?
A Dreadwinter tree has...
What? You Abets took all the stones that came of a week.
What?
Darn it, Griffith!
Well,
Over here! What?
I'm glad to see you at a place like... Well, I can certainly understand. However, how can you not...
Huh?
Curses. It is my name.
Huh?
Do you have anything else?
People are starting to Lady Direct. How? My blade.
no. If we don't do...
No, Pateau. This will serve as a very expensive...
Seems like everyone is...
I hope you learned your lesson this time. Ale. The first year Abets, he went me as he approached. There's these. In that case, no, replied Ale. He gave these to the old man the next day. Ale then one day below the great villager that day, that night.
Oh. You likely just fell asleep during your...
The sleep, though, we could have saved.
The...
Charcoal work, thankfully.
He's left it in the hands of...
You should go first.
I'll take the...
I am...
Oh, sorry. We over here. It isn't a tree that would usually. Please come visit us in Eilton.
Well, you're surprisingly early. Why is everything taking so... The owner seems to have indeed left for the city. Of course, happens to be from Rendezvous.
Bloody goblins! You got any idea if you
Serious? A fool?
Look here, I have Charbonneau's complete track. This coupon was given to you. What say we leave this work to the... Need to use the furnace, you...
We've got some...
What?
Did they learn this from the back alleys of Calfield? Selling your own family to be a Calfionian lapdog? To go so far as to change your... Why are you standing around? Get started.
Okay. Now, let's get first. We need... Aha! And we need the...
Why are you standing around? Get started.
Okay. Now we wait. Okay. Okay. I may... Well. Why is this not... Okay. Time. Now then, just gotta let it percolate. Oh, that's not...
You idiot, what did you do?
Nothing. This should be right. Maybe a smidge too much magic powder.
You fool of an Abets! What did you put in there?
Oh, this looks bad. Oh, real bad. It's like the research lab fire all over again. I'll take care of the furnace. You're on firefighting duty.
Out of my way! If I leave this to you, the whole place will burn down. I call forth the power of Belmorn, like it or not, to clear the disaster wrought by our ill-fortuned fox.
Okay, time to act.
It seems that whilst in your... the sleep-talking seed can only truly...
You! Lend us your aid!
What's he doing?
I...
Lando, this...
Wow! This parchment written in...
You were entrusted with a quest from Prince Bob.
Yeah? Boy, you don't mind going on ahead with that?
Go ahead and take the...
You want strawberries, Pa? Go get something. Dash! Feel the might of my... Are you Richie the Nimble? I'm sorry, Pa! Is that... Yes, let me give you a bit of background on our orchard. The seeds used thanks to her... we also have what do you think? I'm... You need to bring something if you want... Pa, go get something now. It's the first time I've ever... Come! Where did you get your...
This den...
Well then,
I'll save my...
Oh, it's the first...
Aren't our little Papu friends so... It may seem like I was Marumin's... my closest friend, Bahitram. The queen of a kingdom, Marumin. My closest friend, Bahitram. However, Shen...
Huh?
She said it wasn't... She said little King Torm... Though she did...
Look, I don't...
Who knows? And before the single child that she bore... If Barhan ever comes looking for my memento...
Is this?
Yes, it is.
Look at these weird...
Prince Barhan will understand. This is a huge weight off my chest.
Why the long face? Just figured you'd...
Moslin.
Hey!
What a party pooper! It's filled with the vitality of the Mountain of Eternal Winter, so it's sure to grow well anywhere, if you enjoy it.
Barhan, stop digging any further. Bahitram had no choice. Please, understand.
So guys, how about we mosey on over to Eilton?
No. We need to go complete the third trial.
Lord Jordine?
Hmm?
Thank you for helping me. Thank you so very much again.
Long ago, you were dragged off to Calpheon and made to be a fool. Think of this as recompense for not being able to protect you back then. But from this day forward, speak not my name, or the events of today will continue to haunt you. Banish all thoughts of me. It's plenty enough if only I remember.
Wow!
I need none.
Over there! Trust me!
That's just the...
Yes! Of course we're going—
I have no interest in sightseeing, now that I...
Only
The path of that is no...
Yeah, considering you—
Read the clue about the third trial.
Hey! Remember? She holds a seat on the Eilton—
To Snowstorm guard post it is, then.
Hey, you aiming to get chewed up like 3 mercenaries from your...
The Manu mercenaries keep asking us for I already knew you were left, no matter how high the pay. But if you wanted to...
This here's the... I'm only gonna... Eilton
Is such incompetence catching?
What did you...
If you heard not, I must have spoken not. We came here looking for the witch...
You scoundrel! If I wasn't...
Are you looking to test your skill? Good.
Who gave the order to abet you? Do you know who...
What's with all the ruckus? What?
Oh! God!
But I did warn, though, a Temujin.
Oh, so you wrangled some—
You scoundrel! If I wasn't on...
Lando. Still a young and foolish, especially if you intend to bring along Lando.
As someone that bore the fact... You recruit, you say they... You're so... How do you hiring all... You've not...
I guess I needn't worry about leaving Lando's life. You,
Seen war.
Oh,
I apologize.
World had...
We will be heading beyond...
Looking for the eunuchs.
And you're telling me that...
Right now, out of the... I should allow you
We are not.
Talk with them.
Do you know anything about...
It's a big mistake to think that ration... From Commander Gunbold, the soldier in charge of rationing...
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make... Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty... Everyone is starving.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it. You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Ooh, now I feel like I can survive. And
Ganbold told us, however,
It's such an old, but if you a new, why are you up this lightning? We were grateful now until all. There's no need, only weak. But Ale could his tip after the witch's death.
Then, ultimately, as soon as it rains, light.
It is near, but for Invish.
Everyone, get up and head to cover. It's Professor Tabudai. She's returned with grave injured from Bronte's bolt.
Professor.
Poison? The object?
Gonbold, no. It's you. Awina's tail.
Look at this. It's a winter spirit. How did they... What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Oh, okay. I'll go right now. Professor Tabudai!
It's poison. Tell your quick-footed friends in your fleeing fox squad. It's a little matter, much like that second planting. That's why, Professor, you a monster. And as soon as the seed was paid, so we need to also.
What about the monster?
Probably.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gonbold, I have a proposition. First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Eilton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree. This blood likely came from the Professor. We'll follow the trail to the monster. So this is Bronte's bolt tree. Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
Whoa. Seeing your...
I'm taking its poisonous fang. Will
Hey! What are you standing around slackjawed for? What?
I've never once seen this monster on the path.
Commander Gunbold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte. Is it you? The one who will aid us with the witch's trial?
That's correct. Pardon me for the...
We've all been planted, oh great shaman.
To think I would use the last gift the witch bestowed upon the humans that settled this site.
I have no idea what that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though we dared to forget the wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin. And bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
It's like a miracle.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction. On the path of prophecy, there, a majestic the radiant, this is after them from the obvious. If it is a life, please, take on this burden.
The fourth witch is the star for the first time since
Where life and death cycles in
the oak ginger. No!
As if that's a...
Please.
When did the oak...
After he entered.
Then he is
No!
If you are the heir, I'll ask again.
Then allow me to make... There are those that have observed the oak...
Let's move quickly. There's a price I pay for using this borrowed power. I reacted too emotionally earlier. Some old memories.
You were sent by the Abets shaman, Invish. There is no path through the forest that I completely understand where Shaman Invish until we're extremely close. Both are of the mountain of eternal winter, but events when ultimate, however.
Was the Khan taught?
No. However,
so
when the oak therefore
would one,
as I said.
However, so the oak.
But
where life and death cycles and.
Oh yes. It is also referred to. I was informed the flame.
Did you not?
Well, Tippett said that.
It's time for you to pull your weight. I need to rest and reserve my strength.
Down. I'm trying. Uh-oh. Oh.
You're late.
Huh? You know each other?
Do we strike you?
Huh. What?
The star of the... I've come here. If there is even... Then us charging in...
Then, Ilichi, how much did the wall blocking the path of prophecy deteriorate when this person defeated... Then, Ilichi, how much did the... Then, Ilichi, how much...
Quite a bit. However, it's not enough. It's probably just enough.
Then pivot. We need your assistance. I know you haven't forgotten the 300. Sure, they're stinky. This mysterious wall blocking the path we've searched. I can't put my.
There is logic behind this.
Now, why don't we get some tea while we wait? What's that pattern on your those clothes?
That staff.
It belonged to. It was the first.
It is shining.
None of us have actually seen the fire for ourselves.
My goodness.
As brilliant a leader, Belmore.
The very same. I want to know more about the eunuch.
If you want to know, see for yourself. All the records here were recorded by Bahit Lalakona.
Those clothes. You've. Those clothes.
We Bahitram mustn't.
Excerpt from the 10,000. Oh, great Lord Kazaka, his name is. Speak your. I know my. I nestle. Excerpt. Oh, great Lord. When he heard Silver.
But Silver from Orzeca from that day forth.
Once I made, but the neither the good, but we I named, and from her finally they discussed.
Super fascinating.
When we'll pip it.
We can always make room for more. Oh my! This was a gift. My hunch was right.
The path ahead of us won't, and we will need to take down many.
No, I need.
Does your tongue speak? If this is some manner of deception.
Only one way to know for certain. Plus.
Listen carefully. Beyond lovely.
Enough, that is.
As the Dodge Guide.
Heard you we have.
Are sincere.
Surround you, the swine pansies.
Oh, who are you?
After escaping from that woman's clutch.
Aha.
Chief, we sent them the request for aid.
And yet, what is this sound? What What took you so hard?
This is your
Maristad.
Let's get right first.
What about
Your kind.
No!
Chief, stop.
Ooh, Ivar! I mean, Ord. Have you finally thought of something good?
Always only
Speak.
Chief, if I may.
But you wouldn't happen to have brought any libations with you. But you wouldn't happen. But you wouldn't happen.
It could not have been.
As you can see,
This is the cave gifted unto us, Lesha. Oh, King Shini, born from the... So I asked.
I thought he was going to...
not once died our chief has.
The flame of origin is maintained.
Yet,
What? You...
Chief,
I'm listening.
Anywho...
And the witch's trial?
Chief, melted up the eye. Once Lesha's face is restored, so too the lost face of the star of the Winterland shall...
I shall now open the heavens, where life and death ebb and... I shall now open the heavens, where life and death ebb and flow.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost. The life and... Without that bumbling... No need for depth of story.
Well, I'm fine. The reason we barricaded ourselves here is so that...
You do know what the... Then who are those... Right. However, so I've come...
Are you...
These.
members of my tribe who...
I can't believe...
It appeared maybe they...
No, that cannot be.
Whoever inherits the seat of the Khan would never commit such an atrocity.
But you do know that if any of us loses our life, our souls ride the origin flame as our flesh is born anew. And yet those of us who ate this very oak pill and were rekindled came back changed, attacking fellow members of our tribe. No longer would they sing with us, "Oh, La Bresta, return, return!" That was where I tasted true despair. One became 10, which quickly became 100. They are the ones who toppled your totems in the Highlands.
No, that cannot be. Not us Abets.
What are you doing?
I shall prove it to you myself. For the sake of all of the Abets who have been framed, we do not betray our friends. That is the way of the Highlands. Look, of one thing I'm certain. This oak pill is not poisoned.
No. The Khan was where our friend we have.
The village ruins.
Do the Abets believe we were the ones who brought the village to...
They believe that you...
Are you serious?
Chief, anyone
know the facts, we do.
In the end, it's still the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The Oak Pill is just a means.
Enveloped in the tearing apart the stars to the...
I do not understand.
Aztecs do the same, for they are... If you did... Pains me to suspect a friend. I pray that now we go the path to proving that the Abets and Ukjinchini are one.
Hey there. Yoo-hoo! Oh, you're awake, warrior of winter in training. You were snoring. Sleeping like a baby. Oh, I'm so jealous! Bet you can fall asleep anywhere, can't you?
This stone. What is it?
This is what we Abets and the Ukjinchini have long sought to fulfill, a long-cherished wish of our peoples.
What kind of trial is it?
These words were engraved, gather the
proof that our...
Yeah, that's just how they express themselves.
It was quite a mouthful you managed just now.
What? Anyway, does that mean...
They were kind of preoccupied with their own troubles.
We can talk more about that later in the Grand Conference Hall, right? Welcome. This is Eilton, the hometown of us Abets.
I've been expecting you. Welcome to Eilton.
Yes, it was...
Are you the chief of Eilton? I have something...
It can't be. Wait. Lando, please...
No. He needs to hear you treated him like a child. But a child still mature.
Aren't those the oak pills we once shared with the Ukjinchini? Please, explain to us why you have brought these before us. Wait a minute. They can't be seeking a truce. Not after all the trouble they've caused.
These oak pills have been poisoned.
Are they accusing us of poisoning them? We would never engage in such barbarism.
As it would happen, your Khan spoke much the same. And so, to prove the innocence of the Abets, he voluntarily chose to take this oak pill himself.
What? Always so trusting, honest to a fault. Why? Why would he commit such a foolish act? It simply doesn't make sense.
The first dear Mara uttered these words. Acknowledge when you are not adept in combat, but seek out friends to fight in your stead.
Of course, that's very wise. We should hire some mercenaries to protect us. Quickly now, let's put out the word to all corners of the continent.
The Snowstorm guard post was in such disarray. This explains everything.
Be quiet, all of you! If my father were here, you think he would just hire more mercenaries? What we need to do is get to the root of all this chaos and confusion. Only then can we restore the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Not through mercs, with their lackluster money-grubbing ways, but with our own hands. The Foxrule has not yet come to a close. That, my friends, is the way of the Khan whose seat still bears his warmth. That, my friends, is the way of life in the Highlands, and every single one of you needs to respect it.
Your father had would have laid...
Buto has taken...
No, even in a...
In that case, it is a...
Then I shall head there first.
The path that I must take is clear.
Quite often, outsiders here eat for as it is, and even when the other we chose to remain here. Oh, all there's if you found yourself here. Fine, I'll stop proselytizing for now. Since this is the dragon Labresca, long into, and so it was in, but from Labresca's first death, 7 beings awoke, who Bronte, Witch of Thunder, Sethra, Ma, and Labre for many moons, while its golden hue is now obfuscated. Sadly, Erethea, the one play with Silverfrond, made his way to Orzeca, seeking the god that grants all wishes. The god, so there can and but then, the Knights of Dawn, I vow to return the 6, but no force. It fell event there are proclaimed. I have many more, not to mention.
There you are! Our Dark Knight is being questioned. Who would have thought they'd be such a... always acting all...
Even if we were those who aren't a bet, all those these, well, the day in here. These are any experience good.
Well,
ooh.
So many
Silence! Don't you dare try to. Are we getting before it now? Attest that first question.
No. Soon its wing.
Third, Serendia's Princess
If you're
it appears.
Nothing seems out of place.
Let me see. Ah, that one. Perfect being. That's why.
Perfect
So you're not in a.
Their handwriting.
Oh! Did you... Ah! I know this is all super important.
would you mind getting me a book? Humans came. This is to make use of her wisdom. The poison drawn from the fang of that monster at Snowstorm guard post.
Our shaman...
Blind faith in prophetic.
Please report these findings to the Shaman Invish. This is a new ordeal facing the mountain of eternal winter.
I found the witches. Why? What was Erethea?
On the day the Khan for that day.
But the reason why? No.
But don't the stone...
That was probably so we would not forget about the future that she herself was so worried. That was probably so we would not forget about the future that she...
On that day, maybe that...
Do you suppose...
Ah.
I believe...
Oh, aren't you? The marking on your skin? The shack...
If it's a soft bet, at the outskirts of the Mountain of Eternal, these poor souls barely made it out.
Wasn't even looking at in here.
I don't remember this place. It's just...
In Calfi...
Anyway, I've got some meat.
These poor souls...
It was swarming with those Cezek.
Care to share it?
They made us pop that.
What did you...
There's a few of this. They said stuff like...
Dayan, a human.
Just as...
That's enough, Moro.
I suggest...
Please.
Hell, I shall help you find a place.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Get a fresh pint of Eilton ale with a splash of sweet goat's milk.
Once I came to, I realized I was not in Achman, but in History of Ruins.
I told you to seek out the alchemist Karashu at the Sandgrain Bazaar.
I have a more interesting tale to share with you. Say,
Don't suppose you know the true identity of Deboreka?
Somewhere people the world over can gather.
Greetings. If you've come to eat, I need to see your meal ticket.
Meal ticket?
Huh? What? The meal ticket? My meal ticket! My meal ticket!
Such a strong voice from no meal ticket. Recently, someone just one match. And if
Yar.